Hey class, welcome to part 2 of color. We're going to be working with some color. Also, it is almost spring break. Yay! So this isn't a very big assignment, so you get a chance to use your supply kit and you get a chance to use your acrylic paint. And make sure that you complete your assignments. You can, I think you got Bristol board, so I would actually paint on the Bristol board, cut it out, and then tape it into your sketchbook. So the first thing you're going to do, you can create your own image, or I am giving you the option of using one of mine. There's some files attached, so you have the choice from bumblebee, a dodo bird, a goldfish, and there's a couple others. You can print it out, you can trace it, or you can do your own piece of art. Some of you are really, really good artists, so just make sure if you do draw your own image, every single one of your color schemes, you have to use the same image, okay? So let's go through the presentation here and you can learn a little bit about it. So you're going to be doing 3 color schemes for next week: monochromatic, achromatic, and analogous. So we're going to talk about that. Now next week we're going to be doing complementary and split, complementary and triad, but we got the easy ones for this week, and I think you should have a great time doing it before spring break and have no problem doing it. Okay, so let's see if I can get through this PowerPoint. Let's see. Come on, let's go. Okay, now I got it going. Okay, so these are the different templates I'm sending you. A turtle, a beetle, and I've got them grouped into different shapes. I actually teach this to a digital class so they can just click on it and change the color. If you happen to know Illustrator, you have the opportunity of doing that, but most of the students, I think, at community colleges do not have access to do it. So fun, painting is fun. You have the option too of doing collage. So if you're not the greatest painter and you want to cut up little shapes, you can do it that way, but I do suggest that you paint it. So the very first one is going to be achromatic, which means grayscale. So here is an example of my wonderful bumblebee. This is a student example. It's a little blurry, pixelated, but I think you can see it. So the clue here is you have to paint the background to make this work. And I want you to use every single one of these 10%, 20%, 30%. So you are mixing black and white only on this piece, okay? It's really easy. It should be a lot of fun. And make sure that you draw out the bumblebee that's big enough. So it should at least be about 4 or 5 inches. And I actually have sent templates that you can print out and trace or just freehand it. But make sure you have lots and lots of different shapes, okay? So let's see if I can get to the next page. Okay, the next page is going to be a monochromatic. One color plus whites and blacks. So plus tints and shades, okay? So this is an example. This student didn't put the background on, darn it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful example using blue that's used only blue and black and white, okay? So if you go through here, I have a little bit examples of all the wonderful, beautiful things. There you can see it. Look at all these beautiful colors you can get with just yellow. When you add black to yellow, it gets a little brownish, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I've started a sketchbook. Well, I've been painting a bunch by hand, and I will add this to the PowerPoint maybe today or tomorrow and show you how I've done the very same assignment in my sketchbook. I used gouache, but you can use acrylic, okay? So the first one, just all grays. Second one is one color plus tints and shades. The last one is called Analogous color scheme. This is probably my favorite. This is where you pick 3 colors from the color wheel. So on this one right here, it is teal, blue, these 3 colors here. So what you do 3 adjoining colors. This example is red, violet, and red purple, but that has to be 3 that connect. This is just one example, and you can get some absolutely beautiful, beautiful outcomes with this. Is one thing to remember: when you use a color scheme, it always looks good. 3 different hues from the color wheel, and I know you guys completed your color wheel from last week. So that's really pretty much it. This is just a little example. Let me see if I can go out a little bit so you can see it a little bit. Oh, I can't do that. But all of this is grayscale examples. This is a pencil. This is paint. This is an owl that someone did. So if you want to create your own piece of artwork, this is an example of a piece of an image that someone drew. They used it for the grayscale, and then they used it for the monochromatic. It's a beautiful, beautiful layout. Notice all the different shapes, and he used beautiful, beautiful tints and shades here. There's that little bumblebee I showed you before. So this is all number 1, task 1. This is task 2, monochromatic. Please label your bug. Okay, at the bottom, label. If you're doing monochromatic, label it monochromatic. So this is actually off a computer, but it's just beautiful, beautiful colors. This one is hand painted. I think this is off a computer, but it's the very, very same thing. Now this is 2 examples over here. It's kind of moving over a little bit, but you've got the turtle, analogous, these 3 beautiful, beautiful colors. This one is another triad. This is exceptional beautiful because I use a lot of shades there. And I think it's just a beautiful job. And this is a wonderful job on the beetle. I don't think you've got that beetle. You've got a different one. So it's a pretty easy week. You just got to be careful having purity of color. Do not mix these really together. Use them separately and let them play off of one another. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I mean, gosh. You have the choice of doing a collage if you don't like to paint and you think, oh, I'm the worst painter ever. You can go get some beautiful color swatches from Home Depot. That's just a thought. I don't know if you want to. And also if you use the collage, you can use kind of patterns and stuff. So you have the option of using a collage, but I would rather you paint it in your acrylic. So any questions? Let me know. I think it's a really, really easy assignment, and I think you guys will do an awesome job. Again, you're going to put them in a PowerPoint. You're going to label each page. When you shoot your pieces of artwork, I suggest maybe you shoot it outside with your phone, not in direct sunlight. Don't shoot it under a yellow light or in a dark room. Make sure it's nice and bright. Make sure you're shooting it directly over it so it's nice and square, and it's nice and big on the page. And again, do not put it in a pre-done template. I just want a white background. All my PowerPoints are just white in the back. I do not want a competing background when it comes to our color solutions. You know, looking back up here, this is some really pretty stuff. You did a little shading in here, kind of lighter and darker, and just really added a lot of volume on here. So it's up to you. Have a lot of fun with this. The next week is spring break, so I want you guys to take a nice break. Or if you're behind, it might give you a chance to catch up. Then after that, we're going to do 3 more color schemes, and then we're going to get into some pattern, and we're going to do some block printing. So you can finally figure out what to do with those cool supplies you got. You got the block, you're going to cut it, and we're going to ink it, and we're going to do a bunch of prints and maybe do some patterns. So we're getting into the fun part of the assignment, and I want you to have a lot of fun. If you have any questions, what is this right here? My telephone number, text me. Okay? I'm telling you, I don't sit in front of, you know how hard it is to get online. I don't sit in front of my computer all the time. So if you have a question, text me, give me your name, and I can get back with you right away. Okay. I think that's it. So you guys have a great pre-week to spring break. All right. Talk to you soon. Good luck. Bye.